AMC is going boom boom, baby. Let's get it. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. AMC is going boom boom as we currently speak, up $1.24 per share, up about 4.5%. We need to go over the possibility for a big move tomorrow, possibly throughout the rest of the day today, due to the option chain. And we are seeing about 200,000 calls that are out of the money expiring tomorrow, where we only have 15,000 calls that are in the money expiring tomorrow. Now, this is along the same logic as the videos that I was making about 2 weeks ago, where we perfectly called out the mega bounce that happened on Friday. This is pretty much the same logic, so I think it could play out the same. And we're going to get into all of that information. If anything, all I want you guys to do is hit the like button for me. This video yesterday, AMC might just go boom boom. Watch before tomorrow. Even though it had 311 likes, it was the worst like to dislike ratio in a very long time. People were very upset about this video, but I think it's clear to see today. So do me that favor, hit the like button for me. Appreciate you guys. Let's get straight into this video. If you guys want access to all of my trades, though, gotta shout myself out first. Hit the link down below in the comment section. That is in the pinned comment for the buy and sell alerts. I placed the first options trade on AMC in a very long time. So let's get right into it. Beautiful, fine, majestic apes you guys are. Take a look at this. We're going to go over the breakout that is happening. I just made a video about the confirmed technical breakout, which is what we're going to briefly recap here in this video before we get into the option activity. But what I want to point out before we get into the actual option chain where a lot of this open interest is, spoiler alert, a lot of this is at the 29, the 30, 31, 32, 33, and $34 strike. I do think it's possible to make that move tomorrow with a 20% increase to share value. What we would go up $4 or so, $5, so it is possible tomorrow. That's not really my prediction, but take a look at this. We just seen 548,000 for volume on the 1 minute candlestick chart, right? The 1 minute candlestick. It really started once we crossed $29 per share. Once we started to see that massive amount of contracts at the $29 strike go into the money, it's instant hedging that has to happen because tomorrow is the last day to expiration. So if you have a ton of open interest on like the $29 strike and we breach above the $29 strike where we only have 1 day left to expiration, you have to see instant hedging. Same thing for tomorrow as well. And this is what caused the mega bounce 2 weeks ago. It wasn't necessarily, it was a very large amount of options that were right out of the money, but it wasn't necessarily because they ran into the money. It was because they ran into the money and there was no time left on these contracts. So they instantly have to be de-hedged for on the magnitude of millions of shares. That was 500,000 shares that had to be bought by the market makers. And that's what you're seeing right now, baby. Let's get it. Look at that candle up 5%. That is beautiful. We're starting to see some traders as well that are hopping into the stock. But let's briefly get into the confirmed technical breakout. And the biggest thing that is confirming this to me is one, the inverse head and shoulders. Shoulder right here, head down here, shoulder right here, neckline at about $28.50 per share. But more importantly, on the Bollinger Bands, the 20-day simple moving average, we have been riding this really over the past 7 trading days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we broke above this today. This is massive. This is sending trading algorithms into a buying frenzy, pushing more retail investors to buy the stock. I don't think shorts are covering because of the lower volume we are seeing today. We're not getting that indicated to us. We have only seen 15 million shares trade hands. This is incredibly bullish when you only see 15 million for volume and the stock is up 5%. Imagine what happens when we're slapped with 50, 60, 70, 80 million for volume. The stock's gonna go nutty. And that's exactly what I expect to happen. Now, as well as that, the MACD is incredibly bullish. And we've seen a rare, very rare divergence of the MACD going bullish as the stock was going down. That is often a huge sign for traders that some explosive moves are coming here in the near-term future. And take a look. We went bullish on the MACD December 20th. The stock went up one more day, and then we started to come down from a high of about $32.50 per share all the way down to what? What was the low we hit over here? $26.50 a share, and the MACD just continued to get more bullish, and If you guys are unaware, the MACD is bullish when this yellow line is above the blue line. The CCC line is above the blue signal line by a substantial amount. And the wider the gap is between the two, the more bullish the equity is, the stock. So let's get into this whole option activity situation. It's pretty well known that the breakout is confirmed. To get more in depth on that, make sure you guys go ahead and watch the video that I just put out earlier today. But as far as the option activity, take a look at this. Quite incredible. We could see $29 strike, 11,000 for open interest that just went into the money, that triggered all of that automatic hedging, because 11,000 for open interest is 1.1 million potential shares that have to be fully hedged for. The market makers take about 90% of the back end. So call it 1 million shares the market makers had to buy at the $29 strike. Now, they're not all going to buy it, all in one go, right? What you potentially seen is about half of these contracts be fully hedged for if AMC is substantially over $29 per share, or at least where we are currently at. By the close of tomorrow, or really by the open of tomorrow, you'll see that other half, that other 500,000 calls or shares that are purchased by the market makers as well. But that's not even the best part. 17,700 for open interest at the $30 strike. That's 1.7 million shares that will have to be bought. $31 strike, 9,000 for open interest, 900,000 shares at the $32 strike, almost 9,000 for open interest as well. 5,300 for open interest at the $33 strike, at the $34 strike, almost 20,000 for open interest. It is very, very possible that we make a move to about $34 or $35 by tomorrow, because even on top of that, the $35 strike has 19,500 for open interest. So we could go batshit crazy tomorrow, or we could go down. But I think there's about a 90% probability we have a stronger day tomorrow than we are actually seeing today. Unless something crazy comes out on the news wires, fucking shit hits the fan around the world, then I would expect the stock to go down. But I think it's pretty clear to see, like it was a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about the mega bounce, that is going to be the same case tomorrow. And keep in mind, right now, when we are filming, it's only about noon, a little bit after noon. So we are in the lowest volume period of the day today. Typically, you're from about 11 o'clock to about 1:30 is the lowest times for volume in the day, and AMC is going straight up. Boom, boom, candles. So I do believe by the end of the day today, it's going to be very good. To see 7, 8, 9, 10% positive, honestly, would not surprise me given the information we're going over here in this video. Now, let's briefly get into the Ortex data and more of the Stocko tracker data just very briefly for you guys. We're looking at 16.83% short interest of free float, about 86.37 million shares that are sold short, share utilization of 77.49%, and the days to cover 2.35 days to cover. And I do want to point this out for you guys. The divergence between the share price and the days to cover is very, very important. There is a direct relationship here. So a high days to cover is very, very bullish. The stock price will go up, the days to cover will shoot straight down. That's what happened in January. The price went up 10x of AMC stock. Same thing in June. Days to cover went from virtually nothing, from 0.3 days to cover, up to 1.74 days to cover, and then you see what happened in June. The same thing is happening right now. We are almost at yearly all-time highs. We are matched up to where we were in January. So as the price of the stock does start to go up in a dramatic way, you're going to see the days to cover go down. But this is a gauge of really how much the stock could go up. With the days to cover this high, it wouldn't surprise me to go back to $40, $50, $60 per share. That's ultimately my price target by the end of January, if not midway through February, is about $60 per share. So that is the scoop on the technical breakout, as well as the mega bounce scenario that is also playing out for tomorrow. If you guys are curious on the AMC trade that I did make, watch the last video. I revealed that to you guys, as well as if you guys just want to see it as soon as it's done, or any other future trades we are killing it on today. Check out the link down below, pinned in the comment section, for the buy and sell alerts, as well as the link to go follow me over on Twitter. Love and appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.